doke, let's get it poppin'. What's going on, beautiful people? I am the Grandmaster, and I also go by D-Ray, bringing you guys an epic Week 2 bout. The San Diego Snugglers are taking on the Cincinnati Dreds, and our very good friend JBWestside. He's a very good, very beautiful human being. The man, he's just such a good guy. He's just such a positive light in the draft league community. So I'm very excited this week. I've been looking forward to it. So this is going to be the team builder for our game that you will see tomorrow. I'm actually about to play the guy. He's waiting for me right now. So I'm going to be a little bit quick, but I want to explain to you guys what I'm bringing, why I brought it, all that fun jazz, all the EVs, IVs, all that fun, shebangles. So that way when we get into the battle tomorrow, we can just, get right back on into it. If you guys are new here, do me a massive favor. Hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, hit the bell button so you guys get notified every single time I post a new video. And if you want to support the San Diego Snugglers this season, make sure you shadow call that thumbs up button. All right, let's get into it. We want to bounce back. We had an unfortunate Week 1 loss to well, sorry to spoil it if you haven't seen it. We lost to my man Platinum Howler and his Delta Glygars. It was a very unfortunate set of circumstances depending on who you ask. I missed a very important, Draco Meteor, and it's because he brought Sand Veil, which is completely fine. It just sucks that I missed. So could have gone a completely different way, but there's arguments on both sides. He said, she said, you could have always done something different. But anyway, we're gonna bounce back this week. We have a good matchup, I think. The man's got some threats, so our team is pretty well-rounded in regards to speed, power, and versatility, but the man's just got one mode, and it's just I'm gonna punch you in the face, and this is how we're gonna win. So his team is down below. You can see it on the screen. First, he's got a Dracovish. Mr. Fish is on the team. Are you kidding me? This dude's got it's a water dragon type that hits like an absolute truck with the strong jaw ability, boosted Fishious Wrens. It's so stupid. The damage output is incredible. I don't have a water absorb Pokemon, so it's gonna be one hell of a time to try to mitigate this monster. He's also got a Melmetal to make it even better. Are you freaking kidding me? Not only do I have to deal with the Dracovish, I have to deal with the Melmetal too. I can't. So Melmetal, phenomenal steel type Pokemon. This thing has been banned in Ubers, but in Draft League it is loud. So my homeboy's got it. He's able to get it because it is post home. Double Iron Bash hits like an absolute truck. This thing has an incredible attack stat, incredible HP stat. It's very, very bulky. Hits like an absolute truck, like I said. But yeah, that's Melmetal. Hatterene's phenomenal fairy and psychic type Pokemon that can set up Trick Room. Hopefully he doesn't, but he can set up Trick Room from Melmetal. That could be something that he does. Very strong, very bulky, and hits like an absolute truck. So that's something that I think is going to come as well. And he's got a Rillaboom. Notice that he has 3 very, very physical wall breakers. Rillaboom is another one. He does have access to Psychic Terrain because we are allowing post-home movesets and abilities that are not released. So via the landline that we're playing through, he's able to obtain the grassy terrain. So I do think that he brings it, but Rillaboom hits like an absolute truck. Wood Hammer boosted in the grassy terrain is incredible. Even what's the other move that he has? It's Drum Beating, reduces speed. That's so crippling, so crippling. So Rillaboom, good Pokemon. Surfetched, the duck. Big ol' leak, hits like an absolute truck as well. We have our 4th wall breaker. This man just got some physical threats. So very mediocre speed, but still hits like an absolute truck. Has the scrappy ability, so it doesn't matter because it's a fighting type, doesn't matter if you bring in your ghost type, it'll still hit it. You can't be intimidated, all that fun jazz. The duck, I do think the duck comes as well. Salazzle. Salazzle is a very, very threatening, very fast-paced 117 speed special attacker, a poison and fire type Pokemon, the fantasy killer. So it has for fairies, for steals, it gets Dragon Pulse for dragons. I really, really hope that he doesn't bring it. I have the bank that he doesn't. He does have a Gmax Pokemon. This would be the Pokemon that he uses to replace that, I think. So I don't think that he brings it. I hope that he doesn't. Let me rephrase that. I know he's probably going to bring it, but I hope that he doesn't. We'll say that. The rest of the Pokemon that are separated off to the right, the last 5 are the Pokemon I don't think that he's going to bring, but he has on his team. He has a Sandaconda. We have Gmax Sandaconda. We're not bringing it this week. You can see our team above me. Very threatening, physically defensive ground type Pokemon to set up rocks probably. I don't think he brings it though. Morpeko, it's an electric / ghost type depending on the ability and the turn that it's on. Very threatening Pokemon because it's got a base 97 speed. Aura Wheel does boost its speed by 1, so that can get out of hand really quick, but I don't think that he brings it. Blossom, mediocre grass type, don't think it comes. Dusknoir, phenomenal design. This is probably going to be his spin blocker, but I don't think that he brings that. He probably drafted this thing for Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp kind of stuff for the rest of his Pokemon, but I don't think it fits on his team this week. So Dusknoir, I think, sits on the bench. And then he has G-Max, Orbeetle. Big thing, right? So if he doesn't bring Salazzle, I think he brings Orbeetle. Orbeetle is one of only 3 Pokemon that we've allowed for Gigantamax that have access to the move Trick. This league, like I've explained before, all our G-Max Pokemon have to run a Pokeball. They have to hold that, a non-competitive item. And then Orbeetle has Trick, so it can trick his Pokeball to get a more competitive item, which is a definite possibility that he could do, and it has to be on the back of my mind. We got to plan for that, right? So Orbeetle, it's either going to be Salazzle or Orbeetle, I think, that he brings. So what did we decide to bring? So the first mon that is going to be on the squad, as you can see above me, is Dragapult. We've got Air Force Uno with the Life Orb, and we are running Clear Body. And the reason why we're running Clear Body is because in case he decides to bring Sticky Webs, that way we don't get affected by it. So Clear Body basically reduces us from dropping any stats, so that's going to be super duper important. Life Orb is to hit it absolutely as hard as possible. Hex is because we have a theme here. The theme is to burn everything in sight. We put Will-O-Wisp on this thing, Hex to hit for absolute max of damage, Dragon Pulse is there to be able to hit Dracovish without dropping its special attack, and then Fire Blast is for Melmetal. As inaccurate as it is, we're going to run it anyway. So Dragapult is here to hopefully clean up or poke some holes. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can just clean up with this mon. It's going to be our win con, I think, as of right now. So the next mon that we're going to bring is going to be our newest addition to the team. I didn't make a video, but unfortunately we did have to drop 2 Pokemon. We picked up 2 really good Pokemon. We dropped Toxtricity. It hurt my heart to drop Toxtricity. It's just I needed a better water type because Lapras just wasn't doing it for what this team needed. So Milotic definitely fits the bill. So we dropped we dropped Lapras and we dropped Toxtricity to pick up Milotic and Rotom Frost. Milotic is coming this week. It's going to be running Scald, Recover, Dragon Pulse, Ice Beam. It's going to be running Marvel Scale with the Flame Orb. This is to be max defense. We have 248 in HP, 252 in defense, 8 in speed def. Scald, Recover, Dragon Pulse, and Ice Beam. Recovers for longevity. Scald is to help us burn stuff and for stab. Dragon Pulse is there for Dracovish, and then Ice Beam is there in case we can catch Rillaboom on the switch. So, very, very physically defensive Pokemon for us to be able to semi-handle all these physical attacking threats. So that's what Milotic is there for. Next mon that we have is going to be Baby Girl Aria. Aria is coming with Air Slash, Flamethrower, Dazzling Gleam, and Roost, running the Serene Grace ability and the Expert Belt. Hopefully, best case scenario, we can flinch some stuff out, and Expert there is for us to be able to hit a lot of things super effectively. Air Slash is there for Rillaboom, Flamethrower is there for Melmetal, Dazzling Gleam is there for Dracovish. So this thing is able to check all of his physical offensive threats. Oh, Air Slash also hits the Duck, Surfetched. So this mon is our backup plan in order in case Dragapult just does not work out. So Aria is going to be a huge part in our win this game. Next mon that we have is our newest addition that we have to the team, Rotom Frost, running heavy duty boots. Heavy duty boots with levitate ability, obviously. We have Volt Switch, Blizzard, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split. We have 144 in HP, 112 in special attack, 252 in speed, Timid Nature. This is here to outspeed literally everything. It outspeeds, not everything. It outspeeds Rillaboom by 1 point, and I can Will-O-Wisp it, maybe Volt Switch out. Pain Split is for longevity. Blizzard is there in case he does decide to bring Sandaconda for whatever reason. He comes in on my electric type move and I can kill it with the Blizzard. So that's really, really important for us. Before I move on, I didn't talk about Aria's move spread. So 244 in HP, 124 in special attack, 140 in speed, Timid Nature. So yeah. Rotom's going to be really important, I believe. It's got the heavy duty boots in case he does decide to bring Sandaconda and he gets the rocks up. That's going to be clutch for us. I can also soak up any electric type moves that maybe Melmetal wants to go for in case he wants to go for that for Milotic, but we'll see. It's going to depend on how the game goes, right? So the next mon on the squad that we do have is Makita, aka Excadrill. Makita's a brand of power tools, that's why I named that. My dad's favorite. Running high horsepower, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rock. We are running it with the Mold Breaker ability this week, as well with Focus Sash. The reason why we're running this is basically the suicide lead. Not necessarily suicide. I would rather keep it around for as long as possible because this thing does really good against this team, kind of, sort of. Actually, it does. But the idea here is to be able to get up rocks turn 1, because look at his team. He has no hazard removal. Ooh, no hazard removal. That means Candyland for Excadrill. So we're going to get up rocks turn 1. This is going to be our dedicated lead. Mold Breaker allows us to bypass the Magic Guard ability, the Magic Bounce ability by Hatterene, in case he wants to decide to lead that. So we can guarantee us to get up rocks and hopefully hit something really hard. Maybe even knock out Hatterene in the very beginning. That's going to be the game plan. He leads Hatterene, and then I get up rocks and knock it out with Iron Head if he doesn't set up a Trick Room. So, game plan, right? Designated lead. Last mon of the squad is the mon that is making his debut this season. It is Daniel. So we have Indeedee. The reason why we named it that is because when I bring the male, it's gonna be Daniel. When I bring the female, it's Summer for my wife. So Indeedee's coming with Psychic, Mystical Fire, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, and we're running it with the Psychic Surge ability to be able to win the Terrain War with Rillaboom if he brings that. And then we have Choice Specs because my man's does not have a Dark type. Yeah, he has more Pico, but one, I don't think that it comes, and it becomes an electric type every other turn, so Psychic can be pretty clutch. Morpeko is going to be on the radar if he brings it, but I don't think that he does. I truly don't think that he does, but Psychic is there to be able to bop literally everything. Mystical Fire is there for Melmetal, Dazzling Gleam for Dracovish, Shadow Ball is there for Hatterene. So basically what I want to do with this thing though is just to spam Psychic as much as I possibly can. So this is going to be the team. He's waiting for us right now. I'm actually a little bit late. I'm really sorry, JB, if you see this. My bad, my dude. So we're gonna hop into the game. I'm gonna set up the room for us. We're gonna play on our land timer. It's gonna be a good time. Pull up a chair, get your popcorn ready, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the battle. Yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna get the heck up out of here. Have a great rest of your night, and above all else, be nice. Peace.